Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite content on the internet, the 2-hour live stream that you get to hang out with trading stocks every single Monday and Friday morning, starting 1 hour before market open. We are 1 hour in 3 minutes before market open right now, as I wanted to get live, hopefully in time to catch some 8:30 news. Anyway, if you are brand new to this YouTube channel, or you maybe have never caught one of my live streams, don't worry. You're still going to get all the same value you would get if you were here from a learning perspective. You just obviously won't get to ask me questions live and in real time. If you would like to do that in the future, once again, we do these live streams every single Monday morning and Friday morning. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click that little bell icon next to the button. That way you actually get notified when I go live so that you don't miss these in the future. Speaking of notifying when I go live, I need to let everyone in my Discord know that I am live, which is another reason why I try to get live a little bit early so I can get all this kind of promo stuff done before 8:30 here, before the bottom of the hour. Here, get my link. Once again, if you guys are brand new to the channel, what you are looking at there on the left side of your screen is my real-time stock scanner. I have a degree in computer science, and I've been dating now for over 10 years. I never liked the scanners that you could find either for free or at a reasonable price range. I always thought they were a little bit too slow. So what I've done, I've spent $66,000 a year, and I'll continue to spend it every year I keep this scanner up, $66,000 a year on data so that I can have a stock scanner that is updating every 250 milliseconds. 4 times a second, this scanner is updating. You see how you just got put on HCAI at 10:04 as soon as the pop started, and it's already trading up over $11? There's a good example there of the speed at which my scanner performs at. Compare that to, once again, either free scanners or other ones that are like sub $100 a month, and it is way faster. All of those are delayed by like 10 to 15 seconds. Mine, once again, updates 4 times a second. Not to mention that you also get live news from Benzinga, which is the #1 news source, the #1 news aggregator in the market space. So, yeah, that's what you're looking at on that side of the screen. At everyone, I am live now. Come click and hit like, please. Thank you. 50 viewers already. Good morning, everybody. If you guys are just coming in, if you could hit that like button for me, it really would help me out a ton. It helps out the most when you get the likes at the beginning of the stream. Obviously, there's more time for that to affect the algorithm. Anyway, 10 seconds. So I have my search news down here sorted by time. So any news that comes out at 8:30, we will see hit the top of the list here. 8:30, you're going to give it like 5 seconds for Benzinga to grab the news, aggregate it, and then process it to us. And then if anything did come out, which 8:30 is a pretty big time. You would expect something to come out. There it is. Here it comes. Oh, QUCY. This was a stock from Friday. They announced news again. Oh, wait. What is this? QUCY 8:30 Quantum Drones Corporation Advanced U.S. Okay. Is that new news? The stock is already moving this morning. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot. I do have mine sorted just to see AI, defense, $, and data news. These are the buzzwords that I like right now, so it's what I have mine sorted by. You can delete that so that you see all news, but I want to see news that is interesting to me right now. Okay, I guess QUCY did get new news here at 8:30. Quantum Drones Corporation Advanced U.S. Federal Defense. Okay, so it is well, first off, this is a drone company, so it is defense-related news, which is obviously, with everything going on in the world right now, very hot news. It traded 76,000 shares on that first 1 minute bar. We'll see. Not trying to go like berserk yet, but we'll see. Obviously is hitting the scanner now here too on the moving now, as the stock is moving now. By the way, I don't know if I've ever live streamed a green small cap gauge, so I'm pretty excited about that today. The small cap gauge, once again, a proprietary calculation that I came up with myself that measures the measures the overall strength of the small cap market, both today and across some subset of previous days. And both today, we have a 560+% gainer. And on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday last week, we had some really, really hot stocks too. So the small cap gauge is in the green. There is a higher percentage chance of heavy follow through today. Does that mean, let's caveat as we always have to do, does that mean that if a stock hits the scanner that it's going to follow through? No, obviously, of course not. This is just to help paint the picture of what is likely today, what is more likely today. All right, what's up, everybody? Let me say my good mornings. Ken, hello. Will, good morning. Roy, Hollis, good morning. Dan, good morning. Elroy, good morning. Jay, hello, good morning. How you doing? Happy Monday. I almost said happy Friday. The funny thing about day trading, you sort of have no idea what day of the week it is sometimes. The Juice, hello, how you doing? Does your data include gamma data? Does your data include gamma data? I don't know. I haven't looked into what my data provider provides in the way of options. I can tell you, I guess. Let me go to their documentation. Massive documentation. Massive stock market API. That's me. No, not the sign-in page. I'm already paying you guys. Options. What's it give us in forms of options? Contract, hold on. Contract snapshots, contract overviews, option chain snapshots, unified snapshots, contracts. Ooh, per minute aggregate in your WebSocket. I'm pretty sure I don't have quote data. That's probably not included with my plan. Per second aggregate. There's a lot of options data provided by my data source, yeah. Will I build an option scanner? I don't know. Never say never, I guess. It's not really on my list to do right now, but had some success this morning with SBFM. Yep, SBFM is our top gainer. Funnily enough, on no news. Is this like, I didn't miss news, did I? No, I didn't miss news. There is no news on this company. So the great thing about where I source my news from my scanner, it is, once again, it's from Benzinga. That is the same place that Charles Schwab sources their news from. It's the same place that Robinhood does, that Webull does, that Interactive Brokers does, etc. Like they really and truly are the number one news aggregator out there. And it's the same thing we're using. So you'll either see the same news or you won't see the same news if a stock doesn't have news like SBFM. What if you just search Gamma? Gamma. Options chains, Greeks, Gamma, Crypto Gamma, Forex Gamma, Index Gamma. I have to read into these docs to see exactly what options chain snapshot represents. I have to read into it. Good morning, Trey. Traded LABT on the morning scanner recommendation. Piked it, but that was all me. I didn't know what piked it meant. What did you trade? LABT. Oh, nice. Wow, very nice move. Did I see this one this morning? I didn't see this. I was in my office at 7 a.m. How did I not see this move? I mean, to be fair, I was working on getting a sale set up, which we will discuss here in a little bit. I do have a memorial sale running on the scanner. Well, we'll discuss that in a little bit. When I was doing that, I completely missed this move. It is news that I'm looking at, actually. It has data in the word, and I still didn't see it. Once again, I wasn't paying a lot of attention this morning. I was working on my business rather than trading, but yeah, very nice. The RSI rate of change strategy crushed it. If you guys are wondering, this is the strategy I'm running on my chart. RSI rate of change with my RSI change set to 8. That's how I like to run it. I like to get a little bit more aggressive with it. Nice. Very cool. This. Sometimes your scanner has the news and the Schwab feed doesn't, oddly enough. Really? You've seen times where like my scanner has a news article that Thinkorswim doesn't have? That's funny. SBFM has patent news. Oh, do they? It must be sourced somewhere that Benzinga isn't sourcing it from, which is fine. I mean, they're not going to capture literally everything. Well, what is this? It does have why LiveRamp shares are trading higher. Publicis acquired LiveRamp for $2.2 billion in an all-cash deal at $38.50 per share. Huh? Oh, that's not this stock. Oh, here we go. It's just in the article they tag SBFM for being up a bunch this morning, but don't actually say anything about why. I was like, what? $38 a share. What is the floating P&L study on your charts? That is just provided by Thinkorswim. Like that's not custom from me. You just turn that on. Or what I do, I go into my global strategy settings and I check this box. So whenever I have a strategy on, the floating P&L will show. But yeah, it's just a study provided out of the box by Thinkorswim. Not something custom that I built or anything like that. What is moving? What is moving? HUBC pushing up. Penny stock, no news, but pushing up on heavy volume, I guess. Heavy-ish volume, considering it's a 15-cent stock. The volume is not that crazy, but let's sort our top 20 gainers by last high of day. Let's see what strong stocks have most recently pushed into highs. Hive is still the most recent, even though that was 18 minutes ago. Still the most recent top 20 gainer to push into high a day. But things are kind of chilling. Nothing, well, literally nothing at 8:30. We did get QUCY announce some kind of news. I don't even think this is like an announcement. Advanced U.S. federal defense procurement strategy. Yeah, so like, it's not material news. They haven't actually done anything. They're just advancing their strategy. Is the PR out of the company at 8:30, which is why the stock didn't really go anywhere at 8:30, right? Which is why having access to the news live and in real time like that is so important, so that you can see and read that and get an idea of the direction of the move. Didn't trade because I don't trust without news. Yeah, I don't blame you. Listen, that's a very good rule to have. Just don't trade stocks that don't have news. And if you didn't see news on SBFM this morning and didn't trade it, that's fine, you know. It's very, very important in trading. We talk about this a lot, but it's so important. I'll continue to talk about it probably as long as I make YouTube videos. It's very important to trading to just follow your rules and then not really care what a stock does. If it didn't align with your rules and you didn't trade, I mean, look, my strategy never traded any of this move. Like, who cares, you know? Some moves are going to go without you. You will never, ever, ever, ever capture every single large move in the market. It's just impossible. Follow your rules and don't get angry when your rules keep you out of a big mover. Because even though that happens sometimes, I'm sure they are also built to keep you out of a lot of large losers too, right? Coffee. Love your scanner and having Charlie provide additional info. Super beneficial. Yeah, Benzinga Squawk just being an add-on to my scanner is insane, by the way. I don't know if people recognize the value of that. Like what this costs you outside of my scanner. My scanner is $45 a month. Think of what Benzinga Squawk alone costs you if you want to access it. Have you considered allowing the time machine to adjust starting time? You can. You can change the time in your time machine. You just mean like the default time? You can come in and change this. We're still getting a volume slider worked on by the dev team. I've explained this a couple of times. The reason I don't have a volume slider is because my volume, so the price action updates live and in real time. And I've set it up in a way that I can find the volume change instantly from some other data sources. I can find the volume change instantly, but the actual raw volume data isn't live updating. It isn't updating 4 times a second like the price action is. It updates like, it's still relatively fast. It's like every 15 to 30 seconds-ish, something like that. It's updating. So, but that's why I don't have a volume slider, because if like you were set up your filters to, I only want to see stocks trading above 1 million shares or whatever. If a stock rips face and it rips up over 1 million shares, you probably won't see it. You'll have a delay on when you see it, which I don't like. I have no clock on my time machine. Wait, really? When you click up here to your time machine, you don't have this box? That's weird. Okay. Are you using an Apple device? There is some weird stuff. There is some weird stuff with Apple devices on the scanner that I'm still working on. It's hard for me to figure out because I don't have an Apple machine to test on. I guess I can go buy one. I probably should, as a solo developer of a software that now over 5,800 people are signed up to. I probably should go buy a MacBook so I can test on it. I guess I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I don't see a relative volume column. There's not. There's not a relative volume column. There is relative volume is built into the back end of the scanner. You only see stocks hitting the list if it has heavy relative volume. Complexity in any good software, complexity happens on the back end, simplicity on the front end. Don't worry, there are very, very complex calculations going on in the back end of this scanner so that you only see stocks trading heavy volume. CMND just announced news at 8:42. Wait, what is that news? Clearmind Medicine signs agreement to examine MEAI in combination and sequencing with blah, blah, blah. Okay, so biotech news, 8:42. CMND, once again, hitting the scanner here at 60 cents. Very nice. Big heavy volume move here. Charlie Mike November Delta. 67 cents already. It's up, what's that, like 12% from your first alert already on CMND, once again, and you get to see the news live and in real time. Here it goes. Good capture there. There's the stock scanner potentially paying for itself for you right there immediately. Look at that, up over 71, 72 cents now, CMND. Strategy's in here at 70 cents, now it's 75 cents. Wow. You need a scanner that is giving you real-time news, because this is so random. 8:42, like who's scanning for news at 8:42? Nobody is, right? You almost always scan for news at either the top or bottom of the hour, which is like, because that's normally when news comes out. But if you don't have a scanner like this, you would have just missed this entire move, because once again, news came out at a random time. It doesn't obviously always come out at either the top or bottom of the hour. And look at that, once again, your first alert on the scanner was at 60 cents. It is now trading at 76 cents. What is that percent change? It is roughly 27%. 32% now as it pushes up and touching 80 cents. Listen, I'm not saying that you should have jumped into the stock right when it first alerted at 80 cents and at 60 cents and you would be selling now, but it's the giving you the opportunity, right? That's what the scanner's for. It's putting you always in the right spot. You are always watching the best opportunities in the market. Once again, it's not that you should go buy everything that hits the scanner right when it hits the scanner, but it hit the scanner and it has now made a 43% move up since it hit the scanner. That's called opportunity. And once again, it's opportunity you literally would have never found if you don't have a scanner like this. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. What did we get up and touch? 85 cents. Pulling back now, big red candle. We'll see where it goes from here. Is the move over? Or is this a pullback? Once again, what is this news? Oh, I'll tell you what. I didn't keep reading, but I'll tell you what. It's a GLP-1 news too, which if you know, right? GLP-1 is like big. I mean it's like the biotech version of getting like Nvidia in your news headline, right? If you can get GLP-1 in your news headline, that's also big news right now. It's hard to understand Charlie's reading of the ticker. He does do the he will read out like the phonetic. I do sometimes wish that Charlie would like read the phonetic first, like Charlie Mike November Delta, and then start reading the news. Sometimes he like just starts reading the news, and you're like, okay, Charlie, what's the ticker? Okay, Charlie, what's the ticker? Okay, Charlie, what's the ticker? And he like reads the whole news headline, and then he says Charlie Mike November Delta, and you're like, okay, finally. CMND new highs. Wow. What a dip opportunity that was, huh? Who's trading this thing? Who's trading this thing? That was so sick. And by the way, like, and the small cap gauge is in the green, right? So you know there's a higher percentage chance when stocks hit the scanner on important news that they're going to explode like this. Once again, doesn't mean they're definitely going to explode. Doesn't mean the next time that we get a stock that hits the scanner that it's going to explode like this one does. It's just that you are able to now visualize the opportunity in front of you, right? You're able to visualize the current market condition, adjust your trading strategies accordingly to hopefully take advantage of this. Congrats, Mike. Made some change on CMND right now. Congratulations, King. A lot of traders don't realize scanners find movement, not stocks that will always make money. Movement equals price change equals opportunities. Yeah, right, Gutter, right. Yeah, like the number one critique, one of the only critiques I have of my scanner is like, Trey, the stock hit the scanner and then it didn't keep going up. Yeah, bro, like that's not the point of the scanner. I haven't built here a time machine that can predict the future. I'm sorry that I can't build that and provide it to you for $45 a month. Trust me, I wish I could. But yeah, exactly. Like the point of the scanner is to always have you looking in the best spots in the market to make money. That's the point. Not to predict what is going to fly, right? CMND just kind of faked out through highs there. It just that was a pretty ugly move. It's done it a few times actually. It's getting wicky. Above this 81.5, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish kind of wicks in a row now. Getting a little toppy looking on your candlestick patterns if you're into that kind of thing. I can't trade pre-market? Why can't you trade pre-market, my friend? I got a piece of CMND, quick in and out. Congrats, Ben. I don't get real-time pre-market on simulated. Are you using Thinkorswim? I have heard, so it's true that the simulated side of trading with Thinkorswim, I think you're supposed to have like $500 in your account and then like it moves to real time. And if not, it's like 15-minute delayed. But I've heard story of being able to reach out to customer support, like clicking on this little icon up here and being able to go like, yo, hey, can I get real-time simulated trading data even if you don't have $500? And I've heard tell that they will do that for you. You can ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, right? Carl Schwab won't let me trade CMND. Yeah, you also, who said that? Brian, you also have to reach out to customer support. So do the same thing, click on that icon in the top, and you have to tell them that you want to trade stocks like CMND. There's an agreement you have to sign. There's an agreement you have to e-sign that's basically like, I understand the risks of trading shitty stocks during pre-market. is essentially what the agreement is. CMND pulling it all back now. Nice move though. Once again, the initial alert on the scanner was at 60 cents, so you've done quite well playing that off the scanner. Congratulations. Any reason why CMND is not on my scanner? Yeah, your price filter is probably up. You probably have your price filter turned up like this. It's a penny stock, so if you have this ticked up at all to like $1, it won't be showing. What's the float? Oh, wow. 2 million share float too. Another beautiful thing provided by the scanner, real-time float data, so you can tell how volatile the stock is going to be. It's already traded nearly 10 million shares into its 2 million share float. Tell them you want to trade restricted stocks, not shitty stuff. Yeah. Maybe word it a little bit more professionally, but yeah, you get the idea. AUUD, Alpha Uniform Delta. 260 viewers, by the way. Can we get to 400 today? My goal for live streaming, my current goal is to hit 400 viewers live in here at the same time. If you guys could all hit the like button for me, the 260 of you that are in here now, to scroll down, hit the like button. That really does help me out. I appreciate you. Let's get some likes. Get some likes for the scanner putting you on some of these moves. First alerted on AUUD at 197. Currently trading up to 212. It's far from as crazy as CMND was, but it's still a 7% move. That one I don't know about, Brian. I don't know about having to sign an agreement with Webull. I'm not a Webull user. I have heard tell of a lot of people come into chat and complain that they can't trade certain stocks on Webull. So I think Webull is just maybe not the best if you want to trade stocks like this. Had to do it twice. The first time the guy didn't get it to go through. That's completely possible, yeah. It's just like whoever I told earlier to reach out to support and ask if they will turn on live data for your simulated trading. If the first guy says no, just say okay, thank you, and then reach out again. Maybe you just got to get a customer support rep and who's in a good mood that day. We'll do it for you. Just did. The scanner is the real thing. Thank you, Zika. Glad you're finding value. 2 people signed up to the scanner since I went live. Thank you very much. Assuming you're in the live stream. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but thank you if you are. Hello, everyone. What's up, Jay? There's no agreement on Webull. They just don't let you trade some securities. Yeah, I just don't think Webull is the best if you want to trade these stocks. Is Webull good for trading, like, in general? Do they even have, like, a... No, I guess they do. They have like a web application, right? Double down. I got rejected, but then had it available the next day anyway. The opposite problem, Steve. They said no, but changed it anyway for you. Someone else just signed up to the monthly plan. Thank you. I appreciate you. I want to discuss my sale with you all, but it's not showing yet. My website cache hasn't cleared yet. I guess I could try to do it manually. Oh, wait. I'm not logged in, am I? Because it doesn't show to people that are logged into the website. No, I'm not logged in. Let me try to clear the cache on my website. I've started a Memorial Day sale, but I can't see the banner yet. If you can see the banner, you can sign up for a year. You can sign up for a year's access right now to the scanner for $270. It's like getting 6 months for free. If you pay for the monthly plan for 12 months, it costs you $540. So right now you can sign up to the annual plan for half of that. June 8th, Thomas. They're like official X accounts posted that on June 8th, Charles Schwab will no longer be administering to the pattern day trader rule. AUUD. Once again, first alert at 197, now pushing up to 225. Ooh, fake out though. Maybe. Potentially. This is why we don't buy breakout candles until they close, chat. Yeah, that's true, Ken. With Webull, you can start trading at 4 a.m. if you're into that kind of thing. I see QUCY is back to highs. Okay. So I do have my, this is something I do as well. And this is a column I'm actually very proud of. Like, this is a column I've actually not seen in any other scanner. I'm not saying that no other scanner has it, because I don't think I'm a genius for coming up with this, but this last high of day column is really, really nice. You can see what time the stock lasted high of day, and more importantly, you can sort by that. So not only do we have what are the top 20 gainers today, but we have them sorted by, you know, which are the most interesting to look at right now. I can see, once again, we saw a QUCY hit highs. Okay, go jump over and look at it, you know. How do we do this if we already have a monthly plan? You can just do it. On the website, you just go sign up for the annual plan like normal. You just come into here, hit join annual, use coupon code, what is this? Use coupon code Memorial, and you can sign up for the 1 year using $270. Now, after you do that, make sure you go into your accounts, the little guy up here, and make sure there's a subscriptions tab in there. Just make sure you cancel your monthly subscription. That way you're not being double charged. I don't want to keep charging you for months if you've signed up for the year, you know? So yeah, just sign up like normal, just with that one extra quick step of canceling your monthly plan too. It's under 2K, but has limited margin. Yeah, limited margin is not the same. So limited margin just means that your cash will clear right away, but it doesn't mean that it acts as a margin account does. So I don't think you will be able to take all the trades you want. Though, actually, I don't know. Honestly, yeah. As I started saying it out loud, like, because I guess if the pattern day trader rule goes away, you don't need a margin account anymore. Like, I don't know. It's a good question. The annual plan is less than I lost on scratch offs. Especially, hey, right now you can get it for $270. $270. 12 months of access to real-time stock data like you've been seeing this morning. I don't know. It's seems like value to me. I'm obviously extremely biased, but you should add a 2-week free trial. No. Free trials, for the most part, just suck. You get there's a lot of people out there that are just, freebie shoppers. That's like what you attract with free trials. The PDT rule isn't going away. They're just reducing the amount. No, it's going away. The pattern day trader rule is going away. You just still need $2,000 in your account because that is a margin requirement. Like, you have to have $2,000 in order to have a margin account. And obviously, you have to have a margin account if you want to take unlimited day trades, because if you have a cash account, you're still not going to clear until T+1, which is when your cash clears. AUUD popping again. Another kind of fakey. PDT is not going away. It's lowering to 2K. No, it's going away. No. You are wrong. The pattern day trader rule is going away. Once again, it's a requirement of margin accounts that you must have 2K. That is a different rule. I got 6 months left. Can I buy the sale and have 1 year and a half? No, Pat. It doesn't work like that. I have no way to make my membership software work like that. But if you have 6 months left, you're going to. I will tell you right now, Pat. You're gonna be up for renewal in November. There will be a Black Friday sale too, Pat. Don't worry. You'll be able to, if you want to cancel and re-sign up, you'll be able to do that at a discount as well. You'll be re-signing up right in November. So you'll be all right. There will be a sale going on for you, I promise. Will you refresh my monthly if I sign up for annual? Sure. Reach out to me. Send me an email. We can talk about it. Ow. What brokerage are you using? Because we know Thinkorswim level 2 is terrible. Well, River, I just don't use level 2. I have no need to use level 2 because I don't scalp. I'm not. Okay, so let me put it this way. I'm not going to say that I'm not a believer in level 2, because if you're scalping, like if you are often in and out of trades within like a minute or two, then level 2 is vital for you. Yes. But if you're not, like if you're a day trader, not a scalper, then level 2, I think, hurts more than helps, honestly. It causes you to overanalyze every single tick when in your trading style, every single tick doesn't really matter. So long answer to your short question. I don't use level 2, so I don't worry about it. Been a member for a while. Workshop training videos that you offer in the scanner. I've never seen a scanner like this. It's got so much information. Yeah, you're welcome, Dang. I got you, bro. Hey, listen. One of the best things of the scanner, like one of the big perks of like, why should you sign up for daytradingstrategies.net scanner when there's probably 800 other ones that you could sign up for? I'm the solo developer of this scanner. I'm the only one that works on this scanner, and I've been day trading for 10 years. I really, really doubt there's other scanners out there, at least in my price range, that are similar to that, right? Like, I guess the point is to say that, one, I use this scanner myself every day, so I'm going to make sure that it is up and working as good as possible for finding the best moves. And two, I've been doing this for a very long time, so I know what you need to see, right? Like a lot of scanners are just like throwing random shit at you, like that isn't actually useful for trading. Someone just signed up to the Memorial Day plan. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're the first one. Someone just used the Memorial Day coupon. $270, 12 months. That's dope. New sub. How do you get the news so fast? I pay Benzinga $12,000 a year, I think is what I pay for this. That's how I get it so fast. I mean, listen, I get how that sounds, but it is the truth. CMND hitting the scanner again hard. Alerted sub 70 cents. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. I don't know exactly when you got alerted, but 19% move in the last 2 minutes. CMND trying to get back to highs. Charlie Mike November Delta. It was you, Brian? Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you have a short video that explains all the features of your scanner? Yes. Yes, somewhere. I think I just made one. Oh, this one, I think. This video I posted a couple days ago. How I see stock breakouts before everyone else. Updates 250 milliseconds. I think this one, it published on May 6th, so 2 weeks ago. I think this one is like a pretty good explanation of my scanner. It's also not a short video, but... Memorial Day coupon. Yep, you can currently use code Memorial at checkout to take... oh, here it is. The banner's finally up. So you get 6 months for free. So like if you were to pay $45 a month for 12 months, it would cost you $540. So you can just click on this banner actually, and it auto applies it for you. You get 1 year for $270. So yeah, go check it out if you're interested. If you've been looking at the scanner, been thinking about maybe signing up, right now is a very good time. Someone else just used the coupon. Thank you. Appreciate you. That makes 2. Let's count how many people use the coupon this live stream. We're on 2. Thank you guys. I hope you find a ton of value. I think it's crazy. Like, think about like those of you that like aren't new, like those of you that have been watching my content, think of all the content I've made with this scanner, all the trade videos that I've made using this scanner, all the setups this scanner has found on these live streams, etc. And the scanner's only been out for 4 months. I launched this scanner on January 15th. and also all the content you've seen since then has happened in 4 months. And you can sign up to get access to the scanner for 12 months. Like it's crazy. I'm trying to find it. So the banner, I just released this banner. So like it might, oh, that looks ugly. I need to fix that. I need to fix it so it wraps when you make your screen smaller. But anyway, if you don't see the banner yet, you can just type Memorial at checkout. So like join the annual plan and then click on have a coupon. You can just type in Memorial if you want to do it that way. Load. Oh, it did. Sorry, I'm blind. I can't wait for open to see if this RAM allotment keeps with custom columns running now lag. Are you talking about your new machine gutters? CMND right back. So look at where CMND went, by the way. It went right back to this resistance line that we drew earlier. We drew this line earlier where you got wick at 81.5. And where did it go? Right back to 81.5. Let's see. What do you look for after the price pumps that I will continue? Biggest thing is news. My biggest thing, Frog Dog, I like that name. My biggest thing, Frog Dog, is news. I liked CMND. First off, I liked it as soon as I started reading because it's biotech data. Biotech data is always hot. So I saw biotech data, I liked CMND, and then a couple minutes later, I kept reading. I really liked that it mentioned GLP-1. GLP-1 right now is, if you're paying attention to the news, like, once again, this is like the Nvidia of the healthcare space right now. If you can get GLP-1 in your news headline, you're gonna have a better chance to go up. So news is far and away the number one thing that I pay attention to for predicting if a stock hitting the scanner is going to continue or not. Now listen, do I have a 100% success rate? Do I go, oh, I like this news, so it goes up every time? No, obviously, of course not. But you definitely increase your winning percentage by understanding what news makes stocks move. And then two, the second thing I go to is volume versus float, right? First off, like I go to float, CMND only has a 2 million share float. Its first couple of candles here broke over 2 million shares. Like within 2 minutes, it rotated through its float. Now that one is a little bit different because that one is not so much that like the stock is definitely going to continue. It just means that the stock is going to be volatile, right? Like you're going to get an explosive move here, whether it's up or down. It can be up, it can be down. I mean, you kind of got to see it both directions on CMND. Exploded up really hard and then crashed down really hard too, right? But being able to understand what the volatility of the ticker is by being able to see the demand versus supply right here in the scanner is, also extremely helpful. So those two things, news, volume, float, in that order, is what I use to decide what strategies I'm going to follow. That doesn't make any sense. Decide when I'm going to follow the strategy. I think that's a better way to word it. And I'll tell you right now, I do it every weekend. I just did it this weekend. I use my time machine. I go back and I look at every day from the past week. I go back and I look and I load it in at 9:30. So I load it in right at market open so that I'm seeing all the news from pre-market. And I look at what the news articles was on the top gainers. I write them all down and I analyze them. And I do this every week. That's how I know what the keyword, like what news is causing stocks to move right now. And I think that's required work. I think if you're going to be a day trader, that is required. News is so damn important. You absolutely must be doing your homework on, once again, what news is causing stocks to move right now. Dude, look at this. Look at this 81.5 level. Once again, you get a break up through it and then just insta crush, insta wick down. For whatever reason, this level is very, very powerful on CMND. Gross. That's why we wait. Hey, that's why we wait for candles to close when we play breakouts. Good morning. I am new. What's up, Ezra? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the best scanner in the world. CISS hitting the scanner. Must have just got, look at this. Look at this. CISS announces news at 9:10, a random time to announce news. It's earnings. They announce their earnings news at a random time. You get first alerted on the scanner at 377. Now the stock is trading above 5. You guys see that? You were alerted at 377. You got to see the news in real time. You get to see, hey, it's earnings. So it's like, it's real material news. Boom. What's the percent change from 377 up over 5? A 37% move. You see how fast that happened? You see why having a scanner that is refreshing 4 times a second is so damn important? You see why having access to news that updates live and in real time is so damn important? Look at that, man. Once again, another 37% move you were put on immediately on the scanner. And once again, it's honestly, it's almost exactly like CMND was. It's news that comes out at random times. Once again, who's really scanning for news at 9:10? Nobody is, right? It's not the top or bottom of the hour. It's not a normal time for news to come out. It's just like CMND. CMND announced its news at 8:42. Who's scanning for news at 8:42? Nobody. Once again, why the scanner is so powerful. Not only is it putting you on the move, putting you on the price action. Any scanner can do that, right? Although even most of them are usually not as fast as mine. But even if they are as fast as mine, you're probably not also getting the news live and as fast as mine is too, which is literally off the conversation we were just having before this move started, vitally important for day trading is the news. And being able to see it as it comes out like that. There you go. Another very, very good example of the scanner in action this morning. Love to see it. 2 more people, speaking of the scanner, 2 more people just used the Memorial Day sign up, the Memorial Day code to sign up. That makes 4 this morning. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you guys. If you are just joining, you can sign up to the annual plan right now to get 6 months for free. 12 months of access to this scanner for $270. Sold. I made $22.40 on CISS. Congrats, Mike. Congratulations. How are you, bro? I don't know if you remember me. It's Jigsy. What's up, Jigsy? What's up, Jay West? I feel like I remember Jay West. Was that your name on Twitch too? What's up, bro? How you doing? Market's looking strong. Are the indexes up a bunch? Not up a bunch, but recovering, yeah. Recovering back up above yesterday's close right now. CISS, Charlie, India, Sierra, back over 5. That was me. I've been trying to get access to Discord. I think I figured it out. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you. We are now on, what is it, 4? 4 people that have used the Memorial Day plan already. Thank you, guys and girls. Appreciate you all. Courtside. Good morning, my friend. Hello. 283 viewers. We're going to hit 300. I don't know if we're going to hit 400. You all hang out, hit the like button, share the stream. Let's see if we can get to 400. You have me live for an hour after market open too, remember? Like I don't end the stream at market open. Actually, market open is the time that we much more lock in, actually. Because during pre-market, pre-market is funny because it's the best time to trade. It is when the best opportunities present themselves. We've seen it happen twice this morning where news comes out, we get to see the news in the scanner, and we get to obviously be alerted on the price in the scanner, and then the stock is ripped up 30+%, 40+% in this case. But also in pre-market, it's sporadic, right? You know, CMND was at 8:42. We didn't really get another move until 9:10, so we had to have 30 minutes there of nothing going on. So the stream during pre-market is very important, and the scanner during pre-market is maybe even more important because you need to find these sporadic moves. But then out of market open, obviously, everything starts moving continuously. So at market open, we lock in a little bit more, and I just start calling out what I see moving for you all. By the way, I didn't even talk about this. I did notice, because my eyes always go there, but I didn't talk about it. CISS, 520,000 share float. That is a micro float company. Thus the volatility on positive earnings. Very nice. Hopefully you all made some guap on that one as well. And we move, right? And we move. Good morning, Trey. How was camping? Camping was a lot of fun this weekend. Oh, this weekend was actually a huge weekend. My daughter took her first steps. She's like walking now. She is walking pretty well already. And my son learned how to pedal his bike. We had a lot of big kid developments at the campground this weekend. A lot of fun. Float on CISS is crazy low. Yeah. When you see a K on the float, that is crazy low. Yeah. A lot of chasing kids. Yeah. They're both getting more and more speedy. Yeah, Mark. They're both getting a little faster. CISS, candle over candle. What are the numbers you're looking for in a float? Nothing specifically. I personally consider anything under 50 million to be small float. But that number is subjective, right? Like, other people go with like 30 million or 20 million. It's sort of up to you. It's just, it's not so much that like I only trade a stock if the float is this much. It is that the smaller the float is, the more volatile I expect the move to be. That's really all it is, Lisa. I don't really care necessarily what the float is. It just changes my expectations for the trade. Yeah, I think Wild. I think I just answered your question too at the same time, Wild. Yeah, I will trade any float company if it's moving. Like it could have 400 million share float. If it's getting enough volume to make it move, I'll still trade it. Just I will expect it to be like more of a grinder. Maybe I'm going to make 7-8% in this trade versus when CISS pops, I know, hey, this is going to be explosive. Once again, it doesn't mean it's going to explode up. It could also explode down, but this move is going to be explosive. And it was. Good morning, traders. What's up, Greg? Back then, we were trading GameStop and AMC. Yeah, the good old meme stock days, man. Those are fun days. One of my biggest trades ever was on Reddit during those days. It wasn't one of my biggest trade. It was my biggest trade ever at the time. Wait, no, it wasn't. No, sorry, not Reddit. BuzzFeed it was. Sometime back here. Was it 20? It must have been this. Okay, it must have been this move. I thought it was earlier. I thought it was like 2021. This move on BuzzFeed on Twitch, I made a lot of money. At the time, I think it was my biggest trade ever. I think I made like $1,600 or something in it. That would not really be much of a trade for me. And I mean, it's not that I complain when I make $1,600, but what do you think the best strategy is? I think the best strategy is being able to adjust your trading strategies according to what the current conditions of the market are, as well as understanding news headlines and being able to react fast enough when news headlines come out that are likely to make the stock move. That's what I think the best strategy is. Now, how exactly should you trade them? I don't know. If you understand those two things, it doesn't really matter. You want me to be like very, very point blank with you. If you know what news moves stocks, and if you are able to find that news immediately, along with understanding what the larger market condition is and what the likelihood of the volatility of that current ticker is via float. I mean, when CISS hits, when it hit the scanner at $3.60, and you see this news and you see this float, who cares when you get in, and kind of who cares when you get out? The exit strategy is much more important than the entrance strategy. But like, you know, if you know those things, you can sort of close your eyes and trade. It's not that you're always going to make money, because you're not. Sometimes this exact scenario could happen tomorrow and the stock could go down. Stocks are just random like that. But that's why I say that the exit strategy is much more important than the entrance strategy. And my favorite, I'll tell you right now, my favorite exit strategy is selling first candle to close below the low of previous candle. That is when I get stopped out of my trades, because it allows me to both maximize my winners and to get out of losers quickly. Like if CISS, if I would have bought this and then it just would have instantly turned around, which happens a lot. Don't get it twisted. It happens a lot. The strategy does take a lot of losers. You get out of that loser really quickly, right? You buy, it turns around, damn, you sell. Versus when you get in a winner, you can hold, and hold. You know, CISS kind of did all of its movement in the first candle anyway, but you get the idea. Look at it now, right? It entered again at 513, and it's holding, now up to new highs to 562.
HIVE.
Anybody remember KTEL? I do not. I'm using RSI rate of change and ATR breakout. I'm getting different sell notifications. Are you running both strategies at the same time? Because that'll mess them up. You can't run two strategies on your chart at the same time. My biggest trade was TVIX, $4,200. Isn't TVIX the inverse volatility ETF that went to zero overnight? Isn't that what TVIX is? That's it was like a 2x inverse VIX that was trading at like $60 a share or something and then went to zero overnight. I remember that move. Because everybody on Wall Street Bets got their ass kicked. I used to pay a lot of attention to Wall Street Bets from probably 2015 to 2021. After the GameStop explosion, Wall Street Bets went to shit. It became mainstream and not cool anymore. But before the GameStop move, Wall Street Bets was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I remember a lot of people getting their lunch eaten on TVIX. While hanging out here, don't you miss trading on the stocks that are moving? No. I'm not necessarily not trading right now. I just don't show my real money trades on my live streams. I have 3 monitors. There is other stuff going on besides just what you all are seeing. I just don't talk about my live real money trading on stream. For a handful of reasons, the most important one to me is that it makes me trade like shit when I do. It makes me trade really poorly. It adds a lot of pressure. You know that pressure that you feel in your chest when you enter a trade and while you're in a trade? Now, think of that pressure, but you also have 300 people watching you trade. It genuinely makes it way harder. I'll tell you what it does. It makes it way harder to hold your winners. When I'm up in a trade and when I used to, because I did used to, those of you that used to watch me on Twitch 3-4 years ago, no. Yeah, 3-4 years ago. I don't remember when I stopped streaming, but I used to live stream my real money trades every single morning on Twitch. It just makes it really hard to hold your winners. Because when you're green in a trade, I don't know. You want to be right so that the people watching you, you can look smart in front of the people watching you, rather than actually hold your winners like you're supposed to, get what you're supposed to get out of your winners. You trade every day? No. I'm probably not taking day trades most days, Jay. I'm really trading more when the small cap gauge is in the green. When the small cap gauge is in the green, that's when I'm trading more. When I am very, very locked into what news is causing stocks to move right now, I'm trading more. There are times where there's a very obvious trend. A couple of weeks ago, anything defense related was flying. That is what I was looking to trade. There are also a lot of times though where it's not quite so obvious, right? There's not really a news trend out there. There's not really an obvious, hey, this is what is causing stocks to move right now. And if that's true, I'm probably just not trading, right? I say this all the time and I understand that it sounds douchey, but whatever. Once you get to a certain account size, you just don't have to trade it. You don't have to take on the same kind of risk. Let's put it that way. That is why trading a large account is objectively easier than trading a small account. If you're trading a small account, unfortunately, you just do have to take on heavy risk. You do, or you'll never grow, right? you have to be targeting like heavier, more risky trades. You probably have to be taking more trades because you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow a small account. You need to be getting those wins. Whereas like with a bigger account, you can just sort of manage your way throughout your trading, throughout the year trading and just avoid those risks and still have a good year. You know what I mean? Yeah. Splashing coffee on my face. Can you please explain the strategy? The first red candle that goes below the low of the previous green candle? Yeah, it's simple.
QNCX.
What is the low of, what is the low of this candle? Sorry, what is the low of this candle? The low of this candle is $4.70. If this candle closes below $4.70, that's where I sell. But it's literally just whatever the low of the previous candle is. If we close below that, that's where I'm getting stopped out of the trade. QNCX flying? Hello? What? Hello? 9:26 news. They announced news 4 minutes before market open. Quince announces acquisition of Orf AI and up to $187 million private placement to advance pulmonary pipeline. Hello? Dude, what is going on this morning? Why is there... Wow. I mean, hey, this is why the scanner is so important. Once again, for the third time this morning, a stock announcing news at a random time. I didn't even see when you first got alerted on QNCX. It must have been like 140. Must have been like 140, 145. You got first alerted on QNCX. I'll have to go back and look at that. But I'm sitting here. The market's open. And the market's open in 4 minutes. I'm not expecting a move. But once again, it's why having the scanner is so important. Why having access to this news live and in real time is so important, because you got put on this move. And I mean, once again, it's another 30% mover. That is the third time today that a stock has announced news at a very random time and just ripped up 30+%. Why you need access to a scanner that both has live price action and live news, because the news is vital. Wow, I don't remember the last time I saw that. I don't remember the last time I saw a stock announce news 4 minutes before market open. Oh, look, LABT on the scanner. Someone was talking about LABT earlier this morning. Wow, it has sold off its whole move. Oh, gosh. LABT sold off the whole move. Oh, God. QNCX just sold off the whole move. Ooh. That is grimy. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. I will say I don't love acquisition news. Acquisition news is funny because it's how do I word it? It very much depends on the opinion of the company that they acquire. Do people like Orf AI? I've never heard of Orf AI. I have no idea what it is. Apparently not. Apparently they don't like the acquisition. Okay, 5 seconds, chat. All right, once again, here at Market Open, we're going to lock in a little bit. My eyes are here. My eyes are on the volume column of the moving now. I'm looking for any stock that hits the moving now on heavy volume. And obviously, I have my top 20 gainers sorted by last high of day. So we can see which of them are pushing up to highs here out of open as well. RKLX, Romeo Kilo Lima X-Ray. All right, watching for volume. GCTS. Golf Charlie Tango Sierra. HAO, Hotel Alpha Oscar. It's going to call out some moves. Oh, never mind. Never mind on HAO. That's gross. GCTS, though. Golf Charlie Tango Sierra. I like. CREG. This was a mover from Friday. Charlie Romeo Echo Golf. LABT. Lima Alpha Bravo Tango. We have some stocks halting. Can show off the Halt scanner a little bit as well. None of these stocks have any volume worth worrying about, so they're not Halts worth worrying about yet. But there is a brand new Halt scanner on the built into the scanner as well. SBFM. This is our top gainer on the day, hitting the scanner.
VUZI.
Sierra
VUZI.
Bravo Foxtrot Mike.
LUNL.
This looks like it's halting actually.
LUNL.
This looks like it's locking into a halt. So you're about to get your D-Nut. Isn't that Krispy Kreme? Did they announce earnings or something?
VUZI. VUZI.
I'm sorry. The news article is that Krispy Kreme returns fan favorite original glazed lemon-filled donut. Is the stock up on that news? Is that why the stock is up? I don't think so. That I'm sorry. That was there's SPFM on the Halt scanner now. The open time is 9:36:06 will be the first check for open on SPFM. Someone remind me in a couple minutes to go we'll go watch that reopen. That's the best news article I've ever seen hit the scanner. Krispy Kreme announces lemon glazed filled donut. Let's go, boys. With the big ass picture of the donut in it as well. That's awesome.
ASTX.
What else we got? VRAX.
ASTX.
Victor Romeo Alpha X-ray. VUZI is, I mean, the volume is starting to dry a little, but AUUD, that's a rapid gainer. Alpha Uniform Delta. I like this stock. Pre-market mover, heavy volume, low float on news. AUUD. What is the news? AI news. But it is just that they're highlighting something, so it's not the crazy. I mean, they're highlighting something about their AI. So it's not really material market moving news, but it's news related to AI, so you can't completely ignore it.
KULR.
Krispy Kreme, like Allbirds, is pivoting to AI. Get your AI cooked donuts.
VUZ.
Hot and ready, bro. IONZ, India, Oscar, November, Zulu. So what I try to do for you guys out of market open is just phonetically shout out any stock I see moving on heavy volume. I'm not telling you guys to go buy these stocks. It's just, once again, what's the point of the scanner? To always make sure that you are watching the best opportunities in the market. Not to predict what is going to fly, but to make sure you are watching the right stocks, right? Someone else just signed up using the Memorial Day coupon. Thank you. That makes 5 this stream. I appreciate you all. Yeah, GovX, Golf, Oscar, Victor, X-ray. Something else is halting. Oh, QNCX is halted up. Wait, wrong. Incorrect halt scanner. Not halted up. It is halted, yes, but direction and price are wrong. That's still, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't work on that this weekend. I was camping this weekend, so I didn't work on the scanner at all. That's a quirk I still have to work out. It does get the price wrong sometimes, which obviously then gets direction wrong. So we'll have to look at that. Anyway, SBFM supposed to unhalt in about 2 minutes or a minute and a half. GovX continues to hit scanner. Golf, Oscar, Victor, X-ray. I've got 8,000 shares on 25 stocks. I'm buying every stock you're saying, Trey. What do you mean? What do you mean they're not all going to go up? What is this blasphemy? Noma? Oh, never mind. Very, very light volume. Not a halt stock worth worrying about. The halt scanner is vital, by the way. Like if you're looking for volatility, which if you're a day trader, that you better be looking for volatility. Trading stocks right out of the halt is like these are basically all scheduled volatility events. Like you now know that in 1 minute, SPFM is going to be extremely volatile. There is going to be an opportunity on SPFM. Now, doesn't mean it's going to be volatile up. No, it could also be very volatile down. Listen, that happens a lot out of halts too. But you know there's going to be opportunity. You know there's going to be volatility. 30 seconds on SPFM. Well, let's just wait here. This is our top gainer on the day coming out of a volatility halt. So I do not want to miss this. Yes, of course, River. Just go sign up to the annual plan like you normally would. And then like use code Memorial at checkout, obviously. And once you do, just make sure you go into your account and make sure you cancel your monthly plan so that you aren't being double charged. Okay, 6 seconds. I think, if I remember the time right. Yes, right now, unhalt. Yep, SPFM gapped up out of the unhalt, 205. I like this dip. I'd be buying this dip. If I was playing halts, I'd be buying this dip and I'd be selling. I would have bought that dip and I would have sold that rip if I was playing halts. I don't do that. I will just like hand up honest with you all, I don't do that anymore. So I didn't actually take that trade, but that's how I used to play Halts. When I had a much smaller account, so I was taking on much more risk, that is what I would do. If it was a hot stock, SPFM, obviously a hot stock. It's the number one gainer on the day. If it gapped up out of its halt, and then if it dipped, that's where I entered. Stop loss is halt level, take profit. Honestly, the take profit is like first rip. Like I said at the time, like I would have been in at like 2 and out at 210. These are not like long holds for me for the way that I used to trade them. Because it's so volatile that you just need to get in and out. But SPFM is continuing to push into highs, 223 now. How did you know it was going to halt? Well, you don't know if it's going to halt, but you know when it's going to unhalt by using the volatility halt scanner. We knew exactly when SPFM was going to unhalt because the scanner said so. Listen, I'll be completely honest with you. This is not a complex calculation. Unhalts happen every 5 minutes. So take the time that the stock halted, add 5 minutes to it. That's when it's going to open. That's at least going to be its first open check. Yes, SPFM is halted again. Has it hit the scanner again? Yep.
STEX.
SPFM halted up at 218.
STEX.
Price is slightly off. It's actually 223, but who cares? All that matters is that you know it's halted and that its new open time is 9:42:27. So once again, now we know 9:42:27 is going to be an opportunity. Once again, doesn't mean the stock is going to rip. No, but the stock is going to be volatile. I guarantee you that. And volatility creates opportunity for day trading. The Halt scanner, so important. So important. Adds so much value to the scanner overall. Anyway, let's go back to looking at the scanner overall. Before we went back to SPFM and that unhalt, we were talking about GovX, and this continues to go. Strategy's actually in this from 316. Stone Cold Steve Austin, John 316. Anyway, what? Another stock is halted? By the way, like, I know a new stock is halted because this red circle will appear. This red circle shows if a new stock has hit the scanner since you last clicked it. Oh, CISS is halted down. Is that right? Let's just go check and make sure that's right. Okay, yes, that one is right. I don't care about down halts. You can. I'm not telling you not to. There are people that play down halts. There are people that like assume a bounce is going to happen out of a down halt. It's just never been my trading style, but obviously do what you want. Well, sorry. I say that sometimes. Don't do what you want. That's actually really bad advice. Do what you have proven to be profitable, right? Small cap gauge, 78%, 81% now. Yeah. Hey, look, it's a green market day, baby. I think this is the first time we've gotten to live stream a green small cap gauge day. And what's been happening today? A shitload of opportunity, right? We have watched 4 or 5 stocks explode today. How did we know the stocks were more likely to explode? Because we have access to the small cap gauge, which allows us to visualize the current market condition, so we can adjust our trading accordingly. That is what profitable day trading is, right? Profitable day trading is not just a strategy. If I could give you a strategy that would make you a profitable day trader, don't you think I would just sell you that for $100,000? You would very, very happily pay it because you knew it would make you a profitable trader. Unfortunately, that's not how trading works, right? There is no single strategy that just is going to make you profitable, right? What profitable day trading is the ability to visualize and adjust your trading strategies according to the current market conditions. And this helps so much with that. I'm not going to lie. This is literally the only reason this scanner exists.
MSTZ.
I'm a systematic trader, as you guys can probably tell. I have very, very objectively defined reasons for why I get in and why I get out of trades. But I always like wanted a way. It's like, okay, well then how do I, like we just discussed, how do I objectively determine which strategy I should be using today? I need some kind of way to visualize the market condition. So I went out and paid for data so that I could build this. And then once I built this, I was like, well, now that I have this data, I may as well use it. Like it came this, in order to get access to something that would update fast enough for what I wanted, it also came with the rest of this data. So I was like, I mean, I might as well build a scanner, right? I mean, at this point, you may as well. Can you please explain how the small cap gauge works? I'm not going to tell you like exactly how it works because it's a proprietary calculation that I came up with, but I will tell you it is a measurement of the overall strength of the small cap market, both today. So like you'll notice like it just changed from 80 to 81%. It cares about today's changes as well, but also across some subset of previous days. So like it's not only how strong is the market today, because who gives a shit? You can just look at the top gainers and see that, right? But it also measures across previous days using calculations that I have found to work very well, so that you have an idea of the overall strength of the market. Where are we at with SPFM? Oh, open now. Once again, buy the dip. Oop, crushed. You see, hey, you see what I mean? You see what I mean with how volatile and scary halts can be? It once again gapped up, it dipped, but this time instead of ripping, it just ripped right down into a down halt. Volatile stuff. SPFM now down halted at 214. Let's make sure that my halt scanner gets this direction right. First time I've been watching the small cap radars in the green. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first stream. No, it got the direction wrong again. Dang it. That should be an easy enough fix. I'm not sure. It must be getting like, because when a stock halts, it like prints like a billion different things when a stock halts, and it must be getting like a bad read right before its last check or something. I should be able to pretty easily build like a, hey, the microsecond before you publish it, double check that the price is correct. I should be able to do that and easily fix it. But really the important thing is that you know a stock is halted. You can come over and look and be like, oh, well, the direction is wrong. But I'll also work on fixing that today. It shouldn't be a hard fix. But anyway, yeah, SPFM halted down now. Hey, that doesn't mean it's done. I've watched a lot of stocks in my life go up a lot of percent, thousands and thousands of percent. Every single one of them has halted down at some point, right? Listen to me. That's not me saying that I think SPFM is going to go up thousands of percent. That's not what I just said. But what I said is that it's still possible, is what I'm saying.
LITZ.
You can just check the last bar. Yeah, you would think.
NBIZ.
I mean, what I have it doing is just printing the last price that the stock printed. But like I said, when a stock like locks, it prints like a billion different prices at once, and I think just sometimes it gets bad data from doing that. So I need to have it like, I don't know, do a manual double check or something like that. Where's the Halt scanner? Right here in the Moving Now section. So right next to the Moving Now title, you can click on Halts. This little 2 next to it shows you the number of stocks that are currently halted. There are 2 stocks currently halted. You click in and obviously you can visually see that as well. And then you can see, so another like really cool thing is you can see every halt from today as well. So like you can go back and be like, oh, CISS halted down earlier. You're like, well, what's it doing now? Oh, look, it's bouncing now. This really is like, this is really going to give you a list of like stocks that are very, very volatile today too. Do you recommend paper trading with your scanner for some time before using it for real? I recommend paper trading before you trade for real at all. Yeah, yes. Not even just with my scanner, but if you've not traded before, or even if you're trying a new strategy. I've been trading for 10 plus years. If I start trading a new strategy, I don't necessarily paper trade it, but I will still trade it with like very small share size for the first couple weeks or whatever until I get real-time data collected on it that proves that it actually works, right? There's 2 very important parts to building a profitable trading strategy. There's backtesting, which is required. Don't ever let anyone convince you that backtesting is not required. That's bullshit. Backtesting is required. And then, but also, like it's also not the whole story. You also then have to forward test too, right? Which means to, like I just said, you have to trade it in real time to make sure it actually works in real time too, and not just in backtesting. But why backtesting is required is that during your forward testing, you're going to pull statistics, right? Obviously, you need to be journaling your trades and pulling the statistics of them. Your win percentage, your average win, your average loss, your max drawdown, etc. Then, the only way that you have to prove that your forward testing actually works is that you compare the statistics to what worked in the backtest, right? You have a backtest of hopefully thousands of trades, 1,000 plus trades. You have the statistics. You know that, hey, if I align with these statistics, I'm going to make money. Then in your forward testing, you pull the same statistics and you compare. If the statistics are aligning, then you have what is potentially a profitable trading strategy. If they're not, then you don't, right? But that's why backtesting is required. Not to mention that, like, if you only, like, you can backtest 24/7. You can always be backtesting, which is why the scanner is so important, and using the time machine function in the scanner is so important, so that you can go back and look at past days and test, etc. So you can backtest 24/7. You can really only forward test, 30 minutes, 1 hour a day, however long you have the day trade every day. You are going to take 1,000 times longer to find a profitable trading strategy if you're only forward testing. You're just going to be wasting so much time on ideas that never had a chance to be profitable. In backtesting, you at least proved that the idea was profitable. They don't always translate to live trading, but at least you are trying serviceable working ideas, right? So you're just going to save so much time. So yeah, anyone that tells you backtesting is not required to be a profitable trader is very, very likely not a profitable trader. Just don't listen to them. Because I see it all the time. And you know why you see it? I'll tell you right now why you see it. Because human psychology. You don't want to backtest. That's work. That is work with no reward, is what backtesting is. You know what your brain absolutely despises? Work with no reward. Your brain hates that shit. It doesn't want to do that. So your brain always will look for the path of least resistance for dopamine. It's like what it does. That's what it does, is why it exists. So you're not going to backtest. Like you're not going to want to backtest. You're just going to want to jump in and start trading and start targeting that reward, right? But you will very, very likely fail if that is what you do.
MASK.
But once again, that's why everyone tells you that you don't need to backtest, because they don't want to. By the way, SBFM is a 10-minute halt. This thing did not reopen at 5 minutes. So like I said, take the halt time, add 5 minutes. If we are still outside of the volatility halt guidelines, guardrails is the word I'm looking for, it halts for another 5 minutes. So 9:52:45 now on SBFM. That is not a good sign out of a halt down. It usually means it's going to open further in the direction that it halted. Though, obviously, once again, not always true. Oops, sorry. I got you, Imens. I'll go look right now. You guys like that rant? I like that rant. That was a good backtesting rant. QNCX hitting the scanner, 111 hit the scanner, but not really a lot going on. Kind of what we're really watching right now is this SBFM unhalt in about a minute and a half. Imens, add roll, lifetime. I got you, brother. Or sister. It's usually safe to assume. 320 viewers in here. There was probably 15 girls. Shout out to y'all. We need more women traders. It's actually statistically proven that women outperform men in trading. Do you all know that? What is backtesting? Backtesting is to find where your strategy would enter and would exit and to pull the statistics of it. It's like what the codes are doing that you're seeing running on the chart. And it's also why like using code is so nice and so important, is because it automates the data gathering process of backtesting. So if you don't use code, you have to go back through and manually find everywhere you would get in and would get out. You have to write it down. You have to manually capture the statistics. If you're using code, It does all that for you, not to mention that I've also built labels that calculate all the statistics for you as well. SPFM, what do we got, 30 seconds? A minute, 9:52:45, so a minute and 15 seconds on SPFM. I think I just want to watch this. Obviously, you guys keep an eye on what's hitting the scanner, what's hitting the most recent high a day, but I don't want to miss this SPFM reopen. Once again, guys, Halt scanner so important. Scheduled volatility events. You're about to get one of those scheduled volatility events here in 50 seconds now on SPFM. Weeble says 195 open. Gross, yeah. Yeah, usually if the stock halts past 5 minutes, it means that it's gapping even harder the direction that it halted in. It doesn't mean it can't, it doesn't mean it can't just insta turn around and lock into an up halt. I see that happen all the time, but I'll tell you this, I have no interest in trading out of a down halt. Once again, I'm a continuation trader. The way that I see the market the best is buy high, sell higher. It's just the way that I see the market the best. It might not be the way you see the market the best. Maybe you do like buying dips, so maybe you're more interested in this, but I just want to see what it does. I want to watch the price action. Here it goes. 2 seconds, 1 second. Woo! Wow. Hey, you all remember like 15 seconds ago when I said that stocks usually open the direction that they're halted in? And if they're halted longer, it's usually a stronger sign of that direction. Damn. That thing halted at 213, opened at 194 straight. I mean, it ticked into another down halt. Anyway, that sucks. I guess we're done watching SPFM for a little while. Never say never. It could turn around, I guess. It's no longer looking so likely, though, put it that way. TDIC, wasn't this the like 1,300% runner the other day? Yes. Look at this daily chart. Look at this daily. It went from $1.12. 2 days later, it's trading at $30. The next day, it's trading back at $1.12. Less than, actually, trading at 82 cents. Bro, low float stocks are just fun if nothing else, huh? Fun if nothing else. Weeble says 155 next open. Yeah, that'll continue to change. So during halts, like bids and asks are still being placed during halts, right? Orders are still being placed.
PPCB.
That's why gaps happen during halts. It's just that none of them are getting filled. The only thing that stops during halts is fills, not orders. AIIO. This is a multi-day runner, is it not? Yes. This is a stock that has been hitting the scanner for a while. SPFM has warrants. Oh, does it? SPFMW. Yeah, it does. It does. It's very, very light volume, though. I probably wouldn't suggest getting hung up in that light volume crap. GovX, again, curling. One we've been talking about all morning. Golf, Oscar, Victor, X-ray. Whoa. Why didn't I get notified? 3 more. Wow. Thank you, guys. 3 more people just use the Memorial Day coupon to check out to get 1 year's worth of access to the real-time stock scanner. 6 months for free. 6 months for free. If you were to pay $45 a month for 12 months, it would cost you $570. Right now, you can sign up. Right now, you can sign up on daytradingstrategies.net. You can literally just click on this banner, and it automatically applies the 6 months free, $270. For 1 year's worth of access to this real-time stock data that hopefully you guys have wow, AIIO. Hopefully you guys have seen the value of this morning. It's been a really, really fun morning. I mean, small cap gauge in the green. There's a lot of opportunity happening this morning. That's why it dropped, because of the warrants. The warrants made it drop. Alpha, India, Oscar. They have news again today? 5 o'clock. Robo AI subsidiary Neurovia AI debuts in the International Exhibition for National Security and Resilience, Abu Dhabi 2026. Cool, man. I'm surprised that a penny stock even has subsidiaries. That's a good sign for this company, I think. You don't hear that very often. AIM continues to hit the scanner. Alpha India Mike. TDIC continues to hit the scanner. Tango Delta India Charlie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm sitting here like while live streaming. I have, the weather is showing in the bottom right, 81 degrees and sunny. I'm fired up to get out on the boat today. I think we're gonna go boating this afternoon.
AUTL.
AUTL. Has Charlie been useful today?
RBLU.
Those of you guys that have been listening to Benzinga Squawk, has he been reading out a lot of useful stuff for you today?
AUTL. AUTL.
AUTL is a grinder, light volume grinder. AUTL. We did hit like 320 viewers, I think, during this live stream, which is really, really good. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all being here. Not to mention that, like, what is it now? 10 people have signed up to the website today. That's very sick. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Assuming that most of you are in here. Oh wow, 2 of them are from my meta ads too. That's really good. My paid ads that I'm starting to run on Facebook and Instagram are starting to perform. If you guys ever happen to see one of my paid ads, and obviously if you've already accessed the scanner, if you can leave a comment on them just with your experience with the scanner, it really does help me a shitload. Because I mean, you guys know how ads are. No one really buys because of an ad. Everyone buys basically because of word of mouth. So if you guys comment on the ads, if you like the scanner, if you all comment on the ad, then it helps a ton. So. Just joined. Thank you, Miles. Hope you find a ton of value over the next 12 months. 12 months? 12? Sorry, where's the coupon? If you're not already signed up, this banner will show. You can literally just click on this banner and it auto applies it. If you are already signed up, like if you already have the monthly plan, you won't see this banner, but you can just go sign up for the annual plan like normal, and then click this have a coupon and just type in Memorial. Get your 6 months free that way. If you do that, like if you are a monthly member and you decide you want to upgrade right now because of the sale,
CBRG. Just
make sure also please
CBRG.
Make sure you go into your account and under subscriptions, make sure you cancel your monthly plan. I don't want to be accidentally double charging you. I saw them. It was nice to see the comments. They do have some really good comments on them, which is dope. I'm sure that's probably why they're converting so well, is the comments on the ads, yeah. Which of your strategies is best for the green small cap gauge? The green small cap gauge, I mean, the RSI rate of change works well. If you want to swing a bigger stick, I like the pre-market. I like the pre-market strategy. I like the pre-market strategy, and I like it on the 5-minute time frame. Let's actually look. Did this perform on any stocks today? What were the stocks that were moving in pre-market? We kind of did get a lot of just like stocks that popped on random times is the problem. Because this scanner will like only enter at the top or bottom of the hour. This strategy, sorry, only enters at the top or bottom of the hour. Did it get? Okay, it did get SBFM from 122 at 159, so nothing like amazing, but it did get SBFM. Never touched GovX, unfortunately. It took VRAX for a ride. VRAX from 7 a.m. to 8:10. But yeah, this, if you want to swing a bigger stick, which you might want to do on a small cap gauge green day, I like the pre-market day trading strategy. It's almost like, it's essentially exactly the same as this one, except that one, it targets top and bottom of the hour because that's when news normally comes out, and two, it holds longer, right? That's kind of the point of that strategy, is it holds, instead of exiting the first candle to close below previous low, it exits the first candle to close below the lowest low out of the last 5. Oh, AIIO just ripped into a halt, by the way.
NBIZ.
We've been
ND
talking about this
rising.
one. It's been on the scanner all morning. Got alerted at 5:13 there just a couple minutes ago, or not even. 1 minute ago, you got alerted at 5:13. Ripped up into 5:51 into a halt. Should be on the scanner. Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh, nice. I also think that this volatility halt scanner gets the price much more correct.
GETY.
You know, about now, 15, 20 minutes after market open. I think it is a little hard for the scanner to get the price exactly right during the first couple of minutes of market open because there's literally so much data being thrown at it. That's another thing you might have to like parse a little bit differently or something. But yeah, anyway, AIIO halted. Wait, sorry. Oh, unhalt exactly at 10:06. Okay, so 4 minutes on AIIO. You will be watching that one. 2 more people just used the Memorial Day coupon. Thank you all very much. I appreciate that. We are up to 12 new customers on the day. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock and 12 people have signed up for the scanner today. Thank you all. That's amazing. I appreciate you, and I hope you all find a shitload of value in this scanner for the next 12 months. Not only, please, like, hey, listen to me. While you have access to the scanner, remember, it's not only like finding what is moving right now. Also, make sure you're using the time machine. Make sure you're going back, like during your weekends, after the market's closed tonight. Make sure you go back and you look at past days' moves. You're studying price action. You're studying what news is causing stocks to move. Because we can go back to that long-winded rant I had about backtesting, but that is where the money is made in day trading. The work that you put in using this time machine is whether you will or will not be profitable day trading. Updated my account. Thank you. Made my money back already. You updated to the annual plan and already made your money back. That's insane. Congratulations. That's very nice. Oh, GovX fell off. Sorry, I'm sitting here staring. Ooh, yucky. Hasn't shown up quite yet. The volatility halt, it doesn't capture the stocks like the second they halt, maybe 10, 15 seconds. But there it is. See, there it is. It also doesn't matter because the stock is halted. You can't trade it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it still gets the halt time right. Like you'll notice like this popped up on the scanner at like 10:03:40, but it goes back and like pulls the actual real halt time. SBFM also halted. Once again, direction is wrong. It's getting the price wrong on SBFM today, but it got the halt right. Just wrong direction. I will, once again, obviously, I'll continue to dig into that. Once again, what is one of the major benefits of using my scanner over others is that I use it every day. So I notice mistakes like that and I obviously work to fix them because I want it to work better too for myself. I just released this volatility halt scanner like on Tuesday of last week. I think I released it. So it's still very, very new. Why do stocks halt? There is a plethora of reasons why stocks halt. What you're seeing here, they're called volatility halts. Essentially, there are handrails on stocks. Let me see if I can find it. Volatility halt rules. There are specific rules for how much a stock is allowed to move. If a stock moves too much inside of 2 minutes, it will halt. That's called a volatility halt.
AIM.
I don't remember exactly what the rules are because they differ based on time of day. So during the first 15 minutes, they are wider because I guess whoever the hell made the rule understood that stocks are more volatile during the first 15 minutes of the day. Also, sorry, AIM. Also, it depends on the price of the stock too. So like penny stocks are allowed to move a lot more than non-penny stocks. Once again, because whoever made the rule, I guess, understands that penny stocks are just more volatile. But anyway, once you break those rules, once you get outside of your volatility bands, the stock goes into what's called a volatility halt. It is halted then for 5 minutes. But once again, during that halt, bids and asks are still going through, right? Like orders are still being placed. They're just not being filled. So the price of the stock is still moving while the stock is halted. Just no one's making or losing money on it yet. So at 5 minutes, what happens is that the index or whoever the hell is in the back end checks if the stock is within its volatility halt guidelines, it reopens at 5 minutes. If it's not, like if it's going to open gapped up either huge or down where it would be going into another volatility halt, it just halts again for another 5 minutes. So kind of, I would say like 90%. I just made up that number, so don't hold me to it. But I would say that 90% of volatility halts open after 5 minutes. But if they don't, then it's just that sort of 5 minute cycle. It checks back every rolling 5 minutes after that. You check back. Does that help? Did I explain that sort of correctly in a way that you understand? I love your TOS scripts too. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, I haven't even talked about that yet, but yeah, when you sign up to access the scanner, once again, you get 6 months for free right now if you use discount code Memorial at checkout, or just click the banner on the website. You also get access to all of my 150 plus custom trading codes, including the strategies that you're seeing running on your chart.
AEHL.
You also get access to the official daytradingstrategies.net Discord server, which currently consists of over 2,500 members. It's a very large community of people in here talking about trading all day, every day, which I genuinely like. I launched this Discord because I genuinely think the best way to become a better trader is to be in a community of like-minded traders. And I also think, like, I understand there are thousands of free trading chat rooms out there. I understand that. You don't need to pay to be in a trading chat room. But if you've ever been in a free trading chat room, especially if you know a little bit about trading already, you will know that they all kind of suck. There's a lot of very bad advice shared in them. A lot of people just ranting about things not related to the stock market. I think it's important to be in a chat room full of people taking trading seriously, which obviously if they've paid to be in a chat room, they are taking it at least somewhat seriously. AIIO out of its halt at 10:01 out of its halt. Currently using options trading, currently learning options trading. Nice. Options are, in order to learn options, I think you must also learn how equities move. Like, I think it's important to understand how equities move before you move to learning options, and learning that, your delta is the price that the price that the option will change for every point. Gamma is the price that the option will change for every point in the money. Theta is how much the option will lose overnight every day, etc. There's so much more you need to learn about options too, but understanding how stocks move is the first step. If I already have an annual sub, can I buy another year at 270? No, sorry. My membership software isn't set up to do that. But once your sub runs out, you either resub at $400 or just wait for another sale, I guess. Exceeded my daily goal of 1.5% to 2% in my small account thanks to your scanner and live stream today, River. I love to hear it, my friend. Congratulations. Congrats. It's 10:10. You still got me for another 20 minutes. We are live for 2 hours every Monday and Friday, 1 hour before market open, all the way until 1 hour after market open. So you have me here until 10:30. Hey, you guys are you guys, can I do a quick plug? Not that I haven't been plugging shit all stream, I understand that, but if you guys have Instagram, can you go give me a follow? I've started posting daily content, daily like 30 to 60 second shorts over on Instagram, obviously talking about the stock market. I just posted one today. Trading to not lose money? Of course not, but go follow me on Instagram. I appreciate you. Obviously trading stocks, just like my name is here. You got a chat room, link on how much to join, sir? Yeah, I mean, look, you get access to it also included with the scanner and with the codes. I don't sell anything. Well, I do have a course on how to write these codes in Thinkorswim. So I do sell something separately. But as far as the Discord and the codes go, you get access to everything at one price. So if you go to the website, daytradingstrategies.net, you go to sign up, you get access to the Discord, you get access to the codes. And once again, obviously, I already have access to the membership. Let me go to an incognito window. Obviously, once again, right now as well, you can just click on this banner. Get your first 12 months at $270, 6 months for free. Enjoy. Aw, balls. I just closed my whole, hold on. I just closed my whole browser that had my scanner open. Tried to buy TDIC, but got rejected. Yeah, a couple months ago, maybe like 4 months ago now, Charles Schwab like released this e-signature thing that you need to sign. That's basically like, I understand the risks of trading volatile stocks. So if you haven't signed that, you can't trade a lot of these stocks yet. Why did they do that? I don't know. I'm sure their lawyers told them to. Sure their lawyers were like, you guys are in a lot less chance of getting in trouble if your users have agreed that they understand the risks of trading low float stocks. 5 for 5 green for $710. Thanks, Trey. Kurt, congrats, my friend. That's very sick. Congratulations. How do you find the thing you need to sign? Click on the customer support. So click on this little headphone here in the top, and then you can just chat with them. Just create support request and just ask. It's just like a chat room thing. Just ask them to sign the agreement to sign risky stocks or whatever. For some reason, I just logged into my account one day. Like I just opened my Charles Schwab and like I got a pop-up that was like, do you want to sign this? And I clicked yes and I was good to go. But it seems like most people like didn't get that pop-up. So you have to actually reach out to them about it. QUCY new highs. Once again, Insta hitting the scanner. I haven't shown this off yet, but you can, if you hold down shift on your keyboard and hover over a ticker, you can also see the sector and country of the stock. QUCY is a healthcare stock from Germany. Interesting. Wait, is that right? Wait, that's not right. That's not right. Isn't this a drone company? Quantum Cyber launches Quantum Drones Corporation to advance U.S. federal defense. That's not a healthcare company from Germany. Wait, what? Wait a second. Interesting. Let me look. I pull this data from Yahoo Finance. That's where I pull this sector and country data from. Do they have? Huh? Hold on, I'm so confused. Do they have QUCY as a healthcare company from Germany? Hold on. How do I find it? Oh. Wait, never mind. Maybe. I can't find it on their website for some reason. Interesting. Well, I've never noticed that before. I've never seen it be like that wrong before. Maybe it's just like it seems to just be like a one-off thing, I would assume. It's Yahoo Finance just got one wrong. Yeah, maybe Midway, maybe QUCY as a ticker used to be a healthcare company from Germany. That's actually why I went out to the daily. Like I wanted to see when this thing. Oh, yeah. You know what? QUCY has only been trading since March. This company just started trading in March. So yeah, I almost guarantee you that's what happened. I almost guarantee you that this ticker before it was Quantum Cyber was some healthcare company from Germany that got delisted, and then Quantum Cyber took over the ticker, and it just hasn't been updated yet. That's got to be what happened. Yeah.
AEHL.
Is the scanner just the left part? Then on the stream, are you overlapping your TOS? Yeah, Berman. So my scanner is just a website. It's not. It has nothing to do with Thinkorswim. You don't have to use Thinkorswim to use my scanner. There's nothing you need to download onto your machine. It's just a website. I just have it laid out to look like this on the stream. But once you're signed up, like the instant that you sign up, this button turns into Launch Scanner. You just simply click this button, and you have unlimited access to the scanner. It just takes you straight to the website.
AEHL.
And it loads in, and there you go. So as long as you have internet, you can use the scanner. Doesn't matter what country you're in, what broker you use, etc., etc., etc. SEGG, Sierra Echo Golf Golf. Sure, grinding up, nothing too crazy. QUCY just keeps hitting. Watch this one move. SBFM. This time it says it's down halted, so I assume it means it's up halted. Yep. I assume that if the direction is wrong, it's going to continue to be wrong. SBFM is in an up halt. Reopen at 10:19:55. That means CISS is also wrong, or are we right on CISS? No, okay. The direction is right on CISS. What's the biggest win you've taken in one trade? Really talk about it. I've done all right. Put it that way, Papaya. If you only go live Monday and Friday, so we have to do this ourselves the rest of the days? Yeah. Yes. Yes, you do. But hopefully you have the scanner to help you, and hopefully you have learned from what I teach on my live streams how to use the scanner. And like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I post videos on this YouTube channel Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's not like you don't get content from me those days. You just don't get live streams from me those days. Do the time zones matter? Yes, Ashley. Yeah. So like my RSI rate of change, I have inputs in here for when you would like to start trading and when you would like to stop trading. This will be according to your time zone, yes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even really know why I did this with this strategy. I don't do this on really most of my other day trading strategies. I guess I just wanted to make it so that like if you only wanted to run, I remember why. I remember why now actually, because I was running tests of like, what if I only traded the first hour of the day? So like I would change this to obviously stop trading at 10:30 so that I could capture the statistics on only the first hour of the day. Congrats, Ken. Looks like keeping your losers smaller than your winners. That's good. I like how you teach. Good material, good scanner. I'll see you Friday. See you Friday. And like I said, yeah, look, I have over 700 videos published on this YouTube channel. If you like the way I teach, there's a shitload of content out there for you to watch. And I post videos almost every single day on this channel. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. The most important part, those of you that are already subscribed, make sure the little bell icon is pressed next to the subscription button. That way you actually get notified when I go live and stuff. Roth plus 8, main plus 3.19. Not quite my daily goal. Hey, 3% in a day is still really nice. Man. It would be great if you could filter an I don't care button so they just don't show. I try to filter by time and it still reshuffles by gain. But like if you just don't want to see, like in your search news here, if you don't want to see this stock, I could pretty easily do that. I could put like an X here that you could click and make it go away. I was gonna say that the only issue is that like what if you accidentally click an X? But I guess if you accidentally, I guess you would just refresh the scanner because it wouldn't perma save. It would refresh the whole thing if you refresh the scanner. I guess I could do that. I don't have an Instagram, so I can't watch you there. Yeah, don't worry. Like I said, I still post a lot of content on YouTube too. This is where most of my content gets posted, is on YouTube. That said, I'm done for the day. Enjoy, Ken. Hopefully it's nice weather outside wherever you are. Really, really nice weather here in Virginia today. I will be on the boat this afternoon. Gonna end the live stream here in 10 minutes, and then go to the gym, and then go get the boat ready to go. What the Sam hell is that? San Diego? Oh, so the weather's always nice for you then, Kim. Isn't the weather always nice in San Diego? Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. CISS is back on the scanner out of its unhold. Oh, wait, I'm already looking at it. Dummy. What did SPFM do out of its unhold? I kind of forgot. Oh, it it just came right back into a downhold. Hey, that time it got the direction correct. SPFM, yeah, right back into a downhold. Just a rippy, kind of halty day on SPFM. When stocks do this, they like... Obviously, it can still explode. They do this halt thing, but they do become very, very difficult to trade, obviously. If they're just open halting, it's almost untradeable. One, it's like impossible to get filled, and two, it's super, super risky because like even if you do get filled, it halts. You might not even have time to get out of the trade after it unhalts. It might halt again so fast, which can cause you to obviously get stuck in positions and really get railed on trades if you're not careful. It's just maybe not even worth trying to trade. Sorry. Damn it. Just closed my whole thing on my left monitor. Go away. How fast does my news show up? Instantaneously. I think. Ish. Call it like 5 seconds. It sort of depends, right? Like, it's not really up to me, right? Yeehoo is why I sort of can't answer that question. It's whenever Benzinga like aggregates the news. So like, if a company announces a press release, Benzinga is going to have it available very, very, very quickly. It's not like the millisecond that the press release comes out, but it's, I would argue, usually inside of 5 seconds. I use day trade, but sometimes the news is delayed. My news is not delayed at all, yeah. So I'm using, like I said earlier, I'm using Benzinga. I'm using the exact same thing. I'm using the exact same thing that Thinkorswim uses, or Webull uses, or Robinhood uses, or Interactive Brokers uses. When they get the news, I get the news. My scanner gets the news. You know what I mean? So it's typically, like I say, typically inside of 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't have like a real number for you, but it's real time. Yeah. As real time as it can get, put it that way. CISS potential break coming. Webull news is delayed a couple of minutes. Oh, okay. I don't know. I think Webull uses a delayed data. Webull uses a delayed scanner, kind of like everything else. Like people talk about like, oh, TradingView has a scanner, or Webull has a scanner, or Thinkorswim has a scanner. It's like, yeah, they do, but none of them are real time like mine is. Because that's not,
AIIO.
They're not purpose driven to be day trading scanners. You know what I mean? Like Like mine is a purpose driven. The point of it is to be a day trading scanner. You know, that is what it exists for. That is the void it looks that is the void it looks to fill in the market, is to be a day trading scanner. Whereas others are more targeted towards like investors or swing traders or etc. Or, you know, just in the sense of like Weeble's job or TradingView's job or Thinkorswim's job is to be a brokerage, right? Like their thing is to broker trades. Yes, they have a scanner, but it's not purpose built to do what we need it to do, which is why I built one. I could never find the kind of value that I was looking for in either free scanners or even other scanners that are not terminals, you know what I mean? That aren't going to cost you $25,000 a year. Any Memorial Day discounts? Yes, actually. I'm glad you asked. I am currently running a Memorial Day discount. Get 6 months for free. Buy 6 months, get 6 free. So my scanner cost $45 a month, which is, what is that, $540 a year. So right now, if you click this banner, you get 12 months for $270. It's just like getting 6 months for free. What is that? What is 270 divided by 12? 270 divided by 12. $22.50 a month. $22.50 a month, you get access to this real-time data. That is nuts. AIM, Alpha India Mike, once again, been on the scanner all day, pushing up hard again, new highs, alerted at 42 cents. Did you see that? Like, did you see how fast AIM alerted? 10:27:19, when AIM pushed 42 cents, you were alerted instantly. Do you have a custom backtest code? Yes, I have 150 plus. Well, not all of them are strategies. Like 40 of them are strategies, I think. But yes. Also, when you sign up to access the scanner, you also can come in here and get access to all my custom trading codes as well. Come into the Thinkorswim logo here, you get access to all of these strategies, scanners, studies, workspaces, etc. You want to see all my day trading strategies? They are all here. You get access to all of this at the same time. Can't find the backtesting code? Do you mean like the labels? Go into studies, and then using this bar, search backtest. Search backtest and you'll find it. Good morning, what's up, Joe? You're coming in like right as I'm about to end, but what's up, Joe? I end stream in like 2 minutes, Joe, and you're hopping in saying good morning. What's up? Probably because you have multiple strategies running on your chart at the same time, Vincent. You can't have, by the way, AIM, once again, wow, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm sort of like ranting and kind of talking about other things now. I've sort of clocked out of the market myself. But AIM, you got alerted at 42 cents. It's already trading at 51 cents. This stock just made like a 25% move from the first alert. You just got to see that happen live and in real time. Again, right off the scanner. Again, real time. Again. Sick. I signed up last week, forgot to add the code. Well, the sale wasn't on last week. You can email me, Kamba. You can email me and we'll work something out. So on the website, go here and go to contact us. You can shoot me an email. We'll see what we can work out for you. I guess I'll try for a month and choose between Warrior Trading. I've never like literally compared mine against Ross's, but yeah, I don't know.
AIIO.
Ross's is much more expensive than mine. His is like $190 a month, I believe. And I'm pretty sure you're not getting Benzinga Squawk with his. I know you're not getting the small cap gauge with his because I came up with this. I don't even know if you get news with his. Anyone in here use Warrior Trading Scanner? Does it have like news like mine does? Or have you ever used it in the past? Yes, it does. It's not as good. Yeah. Okay. It has news. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a scanner for futures? I do not, my friend. I do not have a scanner for futures. CREG, another one we've been talking about all day. Charlie Romeo Echo Golf. I thought by hiding a strategy. No. So this, I don't know why. Like Thinkorswim sort of like shadow released this feature of being able to like hide codes, but this doesn't work for strategies. Once again, I don't know why. It's like a Thinkorswim issue. You can't just hide the strategy. You have to actually go turn them off. Like you have to actually remove them from your chart and only run one strategy. It has news and trade exchange squawk. Oh, okay. So it does have a squawk. Just it has trade exchange instead of Benzinga's. Okay. Nice. I'm in Ross's chat and your scanner is way faster. Is it? That's dope. All I know, like, listen, I'm not here to say Ross's scanner is bad or whatever. I really don't know. I've never used it. But all I know is that my scanner definitely competes with his, like 100%. You can put mine and his scanner up, and mine is, if it's going to be better, it's at least going to be very, very close to his. And my scanner is, you know, right now you can get my scanner for 12 months for $270. And his scanner is $190 a month. You know what I mean? Listen, it's still up to you. I'm not telling you not to go subscribe to Ross and Warrior Trading. I like Ross. I like what he does a lot. I'm never one to like put down competition. For one, like I said, my scanner has a lot of value. I don't need to put down my competition. And two, I think there's just, you know, there's enough consumers out there that we can both thrive, right? Ross and I can both manage our own scanners and we can both run successful businesses. You know what I mean? We don't need to put each other down and try to steal each other's customers. He probably targets a different audience than I do. You know, it's just that's how the world of business is, you know? You and Ross should collab one day for a live stream. I mean, I would love that, but I don't, you know, I don't think Ross Cameron knows who I am. I don't know if he'll ever know who I am. Maybe, I don't know. My website continues to grow. Eventually he'll know who I am because I'll start to pop up on his radar as competition. Your scanner is more straightforward and user-friendly. Yeah, that's another thing that I target. Gonna be fine. That's another thing that I target. That's why I don't have like 40, like 40 is excessive, but it's why I don't have like 10 different boxes of scanners. It's why I don't have like a billion filters, different colored columns, et cetera, et cetera. I very much try to, once again, complexity on the back end. Trust me, there's a lot of very complex calculations going on with this scanner to make sure that you are seeing the best setups. But keep the complexity on the back end, simplicity on the front end. I literally want someone that's never day traded before, doesn't even know what the hell the stock market is, to be able to look at this scanner and go, oh, you know, maybe I should go look at PMI right now because I hit the scanner. Or, you know, NBIZ hit the scanner, maybe I should go look. Or like, oh, look, CISS has news. What is the news? You know what I mean? Like I want this to be very, very accessible for very beginner traders too. You should do a small account challenge. I mean, the thought has crossed my mind, Frog Dog. Small account challenges are fun because you do literally trade a small account. Like you trade a small account very differently than I trade my own account. That's also what scares me from doing a small account challenge though too. Because like I very easily could blow the account because I would, if I did it, I would trade very, very aggressively, which means like I could very easily blow the account, which like people that trade would understand that. Like, oh, okay, he was just being hyper aggressive. Of course he lost. It's okay. But like beginner day traders would just be like, oh, look, this guy's a fucking idiot. He blew his account. You know what I mean? And that would be bad for business. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea from a business perspective because I think there's just a very high chance I would blow the account because I would go at it in a very, very aggressive manner. Because I wouldn't care either. Like if I started a $2,000 account and I lost the $2,000, I wouldn't really care.
AIIO.
Right, paper trading, right, yeah. It's sort of a different target audience, yeah, right? The only thing Ross has is the history. It shows the exact time a stock hit the scanner without using the time machine. What, like it will show you on my moving now, it would show you like the time it first hit or something? I mean, I guess, but like other than using that to like flex when your scanner found the stock, like what's the point of that? How does that help you trade, right? Maybe it does. And listen, maybe I'm missing something. I didn't ask that to like be douchey. Maybe it does help you with something, but like other than being like, look, my scanner found NBIZ at this time. Good morning. What's up, Ezra? You guys are coming in too late. You're coming in as I'm ending stream, Ezra. Oh, for backtesting purposes? Yeah, I got you. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You could go back and be like, okay, AIIO hit it. You know, AIIO hit the scanner at whenever this would have hit the scanner, 9:52 or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, you can use, I mean, you just use my time machine feature to do that, right? It's just a different way of going about it, I guess. Like you use my time machine feature to go back and look at past days and it loads in the data exactly like it would have at that time in real time. But once again, like same target idea, just going about it a different way, yeah. All right, chat. I streamed a little bit longer today, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Look at us go. Thank you all very much. Once again, like, well, okay, now 13 people have signed up to the scanner. Oh, wait, no. It didn't refresh. 15 people have signed up to the scanner. I think like 11 or 12 of those used the Memorial Day code. That is very, very awesome. Thank you all very much. Once again, you can sign up to get 12 months of access to the scanner at the price that it would cost you normally for 6 months, which is $270 right now. Over on daytradingstrategies.net, if you are interested in this real-time stock scanner right now is a perfect time to do it. If you already have the monthly plan, you've been considering, like, if you like what you see with the monthly plan, right now is a great time to upgrade to the annual plan. All that being said, thank you all very much. I think we hit like 320 viewers during this live stream. That's very, very awesome. I appreciate all of you guys just for being here, hanging out with me. Hopefully, learning a lot about the stock scanner once again. At least if you haven't signed up for the full bells and whistles yet, that's fine. At least go sign up to the free version of the scanner. Once again, on daytradingstrategies.net, if you don't want to sign up, whatever yet, there is a free version of the scanner. No credit card required. You're not going to get you're not going to get the moving now, the gauge, the filters, the news, but you still get a live updating top 20 gainers today list. So like, at least it's pretty asinine to not at least take advantage of that, right? If it's completely free. So at least go sign up for that. Once you decide you're ready for the bells and whistles, obviously feel free to do so. With all that being said, I will see you all on the YouTube videos I post this week and then back live on Friday, 1 hour before market open. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day and peace.